Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Power Ranger Fan 3501 and today is Thursday, December 23rd. It is currently 1:12 p.m. and it is Christmas Eve, or if you want to get technical, that's what you normally call it, or it's 2 days before Christmas, 1 day before Christmas Eve. And as you guys can see, I am in my kitchen because I'm starting off the intro to the vlog in the kitchen only because I am going to be helping my grandmother make lasagna. And if you notice, the camera is solely focused on me and nothing else because we are using cinematic mode on the iPhone 13 because I thought I'd test it out, and it's solely focused on me. Like, I don't know if everything is out of focus in the background. I'll have to play around with that. But what cinematic mode is basically it focuses on one person, and then like if another person steps in the frame, it'll focus on them. So basically, I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna end the clip here and wait for my grandmother to come in, and then we are gonna get started with the lasagna. So stay tuned. I'm drinking a lot of water because I haven't been feeling good for like the whole morning of the day, but I'm feeling better now, and guys, we did it. We have almost an entire week of content, and I promised that we'd have a lot of great content, but stay tuned because we are going to have lasagna, or it's a cooking tutorial basically, because the lasagna isn't going to be for today. It's for Christmas Day, but for dinner on Christmas. So we're going to show you how to make that. So stay tuned and kick back and just enjoy a cooking video. I'll see you guys when we get prepped with the lasagna. All right, guys, so now we're going to make the lasagna.
You're going to do the onion. You're going to
Yeah,
the onion.
I have all the ingredients here. I'm going to show them off really quick. We got onions. Here. Onions. We got these two, and then two more.
Only one onion we need.
The book says two, though. We got vegetable oil, even though our book that we're using says extra virgin olive oil. Some garlic powder. For the meat, we're using leftover hamburger patties
For the chop.
for the chopped meat. And after I show off everything, I'm putting it on the counter here next to my grandma. And then we have some sweet Italian sausage. So this is going to be interesting. And we're just getting the sauce prepped for the lasagna. So here's everything that you need. And so this is everything that you need basically to like start the sauce off. So my grandma is putting the oil into the pot, and I'm still in the frame. I'm over here, so now it's focused on me because again I'm using cinematic mode, and I'm getting a knife, and you really should have turned the flame on before the oil went in. What kind of knife do you need, a butter or steak?
A steak.
Alright, yeah. And you want to use a steak knife when you're cutting your onions. And we're going to cook them till they're browned. And then we'll move on to the step after that. So after the onions, I'm going to stop the clip and then move on to the next thing that we're doing.
We didn't get a can of sauce.
Oh, I forgot the can of sauce. The key importance, the can of sauce. Let me just grab that. Oh shit. Where? The red pack you use?
Yeah, whatever.
Or do you want the...
You can mix them. Makes no difference.
You want the red... Oh, you got like 3 things. No, you got 4 packs. You want the red
fine.
pack or Tutarosso?
Make
Yeah,
one and one. And then mix a good sauce.
I'll give you red pack and a Tutarosso.
Okay.
And then you got Luigi Vitelli. Okay. Alright, so for the sauce, we're using red pack and then Tuturosa. So
Grandma likes to mix.
my grandmother likes to mix two different sauces. So I'm just gonna turn on the light real quick because I forgot that it wasn't on. I'm gonna extend the camera a little bit because now while she's doing that, she's just cutting the onions, and while she's doing that, is it okay if I open the sauce, the can?
Sure.
Alright, so while she's doing that, I'm out of frame, obviously. Oh, I think the white light died on the tripod, so sorry. Yeah, my white light died, so basically the lighting's good. It's still cinematic, but I'm gonna open the cans of sauce, so I hope you guys can see that on camera. If not, I apologize. But
Use your imagination.
I got a can opener right here, very important. Let's see. I'm not quite handy with these.
You want me to do it?
No, I'll do it. So you focus on the onions. And this is the first time that my grandmother is doing a cooking video with me because, you know, I figured it's right around the holidays, let's do a cooking video. And since we're doing the lasagna today, I thought this was the perfect opportunity. So while she's browning the onions, I'm opening the canned sauce. If I can just figure out how to do it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
I got it, but... Did it make it dead? I don't think so. Here, just after you're done with that, just put the can opener on it, and then I'll unscrew it.
You'll do it. Okay.
All right. So then after I open the cans, I'm gonna end the clip, and then we will see you guys when the onions are brown for the next part. Yeah. Put it on, and then I'll open. Here, I'll do it. Thank you. So now, what? This? Mm-hmm. Oh, and you need a wooden spatula or any type of spatula to just mix everything. So you always want to keep that handy. And I am now opening the first can of sauce.
What's the matter?
I think I got it. Oh shit. Yeah, I definitely got it. So you're gonna have to do that. Here, this one's ready for when you need it.
I need a knife, babe.
I gave you one. There. The steak knife. Oh, and now she's putting the sausage in, which I forgot to mention, but
Browning.
she's browning everything, and then I guess I could either leave the video going instead of ending it. So I'm just gonna leave the cooking part in instead of separating it into so many parts. But I'm basically cutting open the cans of tomatoes. Do you have any tomato paste? Do we need that?
I'm not going to use tomato. I don't use tomato.
Okay.
I used to, but
Oops.
don't cut yourself.
No, that one's done. This one's still
But
good.
only do one.
What do you mean?
I didn't know if I was going to use two.
Oh, well, you told me to take out both.
I know, but I was going to...
I opened both
Okay,
of them.
alright.
So if you don't, I mean, you're going to have to use both anyway. And then, no, I'll get that later. And then the most important ingredient that we need, the lasagna. But this is for later. So, we have...
We'll make a 1 pound, I think.
Alright, we also need the garlic powder, so let me just open the thing of garlic powder.
Oh, it's not open?
No, because we just bought it the other day. No, we bought it the other day. Yeah, let me use the knife. Oh wait, it looks open, there's a piece. Alright, so now we open the garlic powder. And the book that we're using is Lydia's Italian American Kitchen. It's a cookbook. My grandmother's always used it. And so while she's browning that, I'm not gonna move the camera to show you because just because it's on the tripod. But she's doing all that. Are you using all the sausage or just?
Just 3.
Just 3, alright. Well,
I'm going to use these.
what are you doing with these then?
I'm going to put it back in the... I don't know if those are frozen.
No, these were the ones in the fridge.
I know, but did I take them out of the freezer?
They were in the drawer. They weren't
I
in
know,
the...
but did I take them?
No, the ones in the freezer I put back in. That yellow pack was in the freezer. Not those.
Okay.
Alright guys,
You
so now
never
it's
want to
just...
freeze twice.
So now it's just a matter of time until everything is browned. And I guess I'll end it here and then pick it up after they're browned. So I'll see you guys when those are brown. Alright guys, so now the onions and sausages are browned almost. I'm just gonna mix them because my grandmother's doing stuff, so. Did we say that we were doing another sausage or?
No, that's good.
Alright, so now that they're done, we're
I need
gonna
a fork, babe.
got a fork. Here. So now she's gonna break up the sausages. That way they're ready to go into the, because we're putting them onto the lasagna. We're not serving them whole, which I've never heard of. But
You layer, of course.
yeah, you layer it. So we're doing that. And then we're using hamburger patties that we had left over from last night's dinner as the chop meat because, I'll show you why. Because the other day we went to the store and we bought ground beef right here. And this was in the fridge yesterday, but I put it in the freezer because I assumed that we were making the lasagna Saturday during the day because I was going to help her on Saturday. But then my father said, make the lasagna today because we had nothing to do today anyway. So I went to go take this out and it's completely frozen. So obviously my grandma's going to use this another day, but we're going to make do with what we have, which is good. But I figured, you know, I need more content. So this cooking like segment or portion of the video is great for, you know, my content just for a video idea. Because otherwise I was going to be literally doing the same thing. Filming and then playing video games. At least now I have something to do and I'm filming. And so now she just cut up the sausages. I don't know if you guys saw her because I'm using cinematic mode. So right now it's focused on me. And then if I step out of frame, it'll focus on her. But we just threw in the cut up sausage. And what are we doing now?
We're gonna make this cook. Then I'm gonna throw in
The meat, the chopped meat.
yeah.
Okay. So, about how long do we have to let that cook for?
Until it browns.
So,
Yeah, I don't know how many.
we have to let that cook until it browns. Ooh, excuse me. I apologize. We have to let that cook until it browns, and then we'll get ready to throw in the chopped meat. So,
We're gonna put in this
until it
tomato.
browns, I'm gonna end the clip here, and then I'll pick it back up when we're ready to move on to the next step. So, as you guys can see, here's all the sausage and the onions, and we're just waiting for them to brown. And I turned the camera around just so you could see them, but there they are. We're gonna give it about how long till they brown? Like,
We need another 10-15 minutes.
so like another 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll pick it back up when we're ready to move on to the ground beef. I just wanted to show you guys what that's looking like. And the next ingredients that we're gonna need are the ground beef, which you saw already, some garlic powder, the 2 cans of sauce, and then the lasagna. So we'll see you guys when those are browned in like 10 minutes. Alright guys, so as you can hear, they're still browning and they look phenomenal.
Yeah, give them a time.
I'm just turning them right now, as you guys can tell. The onions look,
Should be brown.
they are, but it looks like that they're so small that they might dissolve.
Oh, they're okay.
So you want to give them a good turn. But we did forget one more important ingredient that we are going to need for the sauce, and that is basil leaves. So if you have fresh basil or basil
good.
leaves, it won't matter. It'll still make it taste good. Oh, we need salt. See? After you prep everything and you have it all out for a video, or you're just doing it regularly, you'll always forget one thing, and we forgot salt. Now I have to go looking for it. Aha, perfect.
What's up?
We went out and bought garlic powder. Yet you have garlic powder.
Oh.
It's not gonna matter, but
Is it open?
yeah.
Mm.
But it's fine. Whatever.
Doesn't go bad.
Do you want to use the one that's open or the new one?
I don't want to open the new one if it is not open. No. We'll use the one that's opened.
I don't know which one's better.
One is powder and one is...
They're both powder.
Okay.
Just use the one that's out already. It's fine. Do we need oregano?
Oregano.
You got.
maybe. Let me see, what do I need here?
I got the salt out for
I
the
need
sauce.
the tomato, yeah.
All right. And
Let's
we
throw in a can.
we have
should only
oregano
add
here.
One can of tomato.
Well, no. If you make, then what do I do with the open one?
Well,
The other
what
open
do I
one.
do?
Here. And now we are ready to throw in the tomato. Do you want the other can?
Yeah, I just got it.
Now she's throwing in the tomato, so that's good. Well, if you're gonna make 2 pounds, we might
Oh, I didn't brown
brown what?
the chopped meat.
Oh,
That's all right. I'm just gonna mush it.
you can add it in.
Yeah.
Well, we could always add the other can of sauce. So now we just threw in the sauce, but my grandmother forgot to brown the chopped meat. But the chopped meat's already cooked, the hamburger buns. So
No,
what?
they're not cooked.
Yes, they are. You cooked them last night.
That?
Yeah, the burger buns. You made those for dinner last night.
Yeah, but I'm using, those are raw.
They're hamburger patties. We cooked them last night.
Let me see them.
You used these for dinner last night.
Oh, okay.
We didn't eat them though. There's one in the saran wrap that's raw though. So For the ground beef, we're just gonna mush it up to add it in. Cause you know what else can we do? But we overshot and used another and opened 2 cans of sauce instead of 1. So that's obviously a misstep. You need to prepare and know what you're gonna make with like ahead of time and how much ingredients you're gonna need. So that's bad on my part because I actually opened both cans, and I do apologize because I assumed that we were gonna need both. But right now she's just cutting up the first hamburger patty, and we're getting that prepped to go into the sauce. And we also have salt here, which I did not show, because you need salt for the sauce to make it a little like that.
We'll check that out.
Well, we're gonna check everything, but right now she's just doing that, and we really don't have anything else to do right now because we need to let that cook. But according to the book here, oh, and eventually we're gonna need to add water, so that's like a very important step. But for the lasagna, I'll explain what we are gonna do for there. Or basically, when we get up to that part, I will turn the camera back on because we are gonna need a whole nother set of ingredients for that. So I will. So this is gonna be like the first part where we're cooking the meat and the sauce and preparing all that. And then when that's all done, we're gonna move on to the second part of the cooking portion of the video, which is going to be the lasagna. And for that, we have the ingredients here. So obviously we're gonna need the sauce, which we're doing now, because that's the first ingredient. And then basically we're gonna need everything else that we have in the fridge. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We're not done yet. I'm not ending, but right now we're gonna let that brown. What are you doing with the other hamburger patty? Are you gonna use that, or is that raw?
They're raw.
Well, that one looked cooked. That one looks. If you here, let me see it. Here, can you use this or no?
Yeah, what's the matter?
That's
because
no. So both hamburger patties are fine to use, even though one that I just handed her looked a little pinkish on one side. That's totally fine, but unfortunately,
that's because it was resting.
That's because it was resting. But we are done with the meat. Oh no, you're gonna need this sauce anyway for when we do the lasagna.
Yeah, but you gotta cook it.
Right. So we can dip the sauce on top, and then
we're gonna throw that can in here.
Oh yeah. So actually, we are going to use both cans, so that's good. But for now, I'm gonna stop the clip just until we're done with everything. Because I think we're done for now with the meat. I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out. Are we done with the meat and the sauce?
Yeah.
The hamburger patties have to cook.
Yeah, well the sauce gotta cook for an hour.
You just turned the flame off.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, it's still on. You want me to turn it up a little?
No, let me do that, because I don't want to burn it, you know.
Oh, because it's on medium.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to let the sauce cook for like an hour, I think. So I'm gonna end this part here, and we'll pick it back up when we're ready to move on to the next step with the lasagna. Alright, so I know I just said in the previous clip that we would pick it back up when we move on to the lasagna, but we just added a second can of sauce only because lasagna needs a lot of sauce, so now we had to add it. But our dry ingredients like the oregano leaves, the garlic powder, the basil, and the salt, we didn't add yet, and we might add that eventually, depending on it. But right now, we don't have a lot more to do, I don't think. Do we? No, right? So, for now, we just have to let the sauce cook, and I'll pick it back up when the lasagna is ready to get made. See you guys soon. Alright guys, so now it is 3:30 and it's been a little while since we last left off with the cooking portion of the video. So we have the tomato sauce being cooked, and I just gave it a turn like off camera maybe like 5-10 minutes ago. But now I'm going to lower the flame of the water, which is boiling. And so now we're moving on to the lasagna prep. So we have 2 pounds of the ranzoni lasagna noodles. So got those. And then the other ingredients I'm not taking out of the fridge yet, but we are going to eventually need them. So for that we're gonna need basically refrigerated ingredients and some other ingredients that I'm not touching by myself, only because my grandmother's in the other room and I don't want to mess up anything. But we're about to get set, so I just wanted to let you guys know that we're back with the cooking, and that we're moving on to the lasagna. You can use any kind of lasagna brand or like pasta brand, whether it's Ranzoni, Barilla, any brand of lasagna noodles will work. But of course for this video we're using Ranzoni. And now the reason that we're using 2 boxes of Ranzoni is because for the reason that you don't want to mix pasta brands, only because if you do that, they don't cook the same, and then you're left with a whole confused pile of food that won't cook the same, and it'll still taste good, but it just won't cook the same. So always go with the same brand of pasta. So again, for us, we're using the Ranzoni noodles, but you guys can use any type of noodles, whether it's Ranzoni, Barilla, any type of pasta out there. And I believe that we're making 2 pounds because I have 2 boxes. So you could make however much you want, but for our purposes, it's only for 4 people. So that's why we're making 2 pounds. That way there's enough for everyone that's going to be here. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end this clip here. And then when my grandma comes into the room, I'll pick it back up and we will throw the pasta and then let that cook. And then we'll prepare the everything else that we need. Oh, and then we're storing it in this tray here. So I obviously forgot to mention this when we were doing the beginning, but you do need a tray to store it if you're making it like the day before or however many days before. So you always want to have a tray like this handy just in case. But that's going to be it for right now, and we'll see you guys when we're ready to throw the max. Alright guys, so now my grandma's here and we're about to throw in the lasagna noodles. Again, we are going to be using 2 pounds of them, right? We're using both boxes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're four
cookbook.
people. Yeah, so we're going to use both boxes in the water. Again, you want to use the same brand of pasta noodles or any type of pasta in general. So we're using Ronzoni. You guys want to keep an eye on that. So,
Chris, give me a glass of water.
yeah. There's
Just
this
throw it in the pot.
in there.
Yeah.
So now we just added water into the pot, which you can do, or you don't necessarily have
Give me
to.
more water.
How much more?
Another one.
Another whole glass?
Yeah.
Is that going to put a delay on it now?
I don't think so.
Or can we still throw the noodles in?
Well, let's bring it to a boil again. Because if you don't have enough water, then the noodles won't be good.
So now we unfortunately have to wait for it to come to a boil again. But
That won't take long.
it won't take too long, I hope.
Maybe 2-3 minutes.
Maybe 2 to 3 minutes, but I guess I'll end it here. That way you're not just and then I'll pick it back up after it comes to a boil. So well, we do need some ingredients, but I'm not taking them out yet because there's like ricotta cheese that we need and stuff like that, but those are in the fridge only because if I take them out now, I'm afraid that they're gonna get ruined and we don't want that. But we're using the Ronzoni again. I can't stress this enough. We're making 2 pounds of it and you want the same brand. Do not use 2 different brands. So just keep an eye on that and keep an eye on the water to boil. And the sauce is good. Let's actually have a little taste of the sauce just to see if it's good. I will get a spoon. Got a spoon right here.
Watch, it's hot. Don't burn your mouth.
I'll be alright.
Blow on it before you taste it.
Okay, first impressions. Tasted the sauce and it's delicious. And it got on my hand, which is totally okay. So now we're just getting everything prepared. But until that comes to a boil, I'm actually gonna just close off this clip, and I'll be back when it comes to a boil, and then I'll take it from there. See you guys soon. Alright guys, so now the water's boiling and now we're about to throw in the lasagna noodles. And then we have to wait like, what, 30 minutes? After they're thrown in for them to be fully done. Alright, so we threw in the first box of Ronzoni noodles. Now, here's the second box if you want to throw those in.
Alright, well, let's get this going. Now, she said don't put oil in the water.
Who did? The book?
Yeah, but for your part, she don't believe in it. Because it doesn't. But, the lasagna, it's the only time you can put. Because
Alright.
they have a tendency to stick.
Here's the, did you put oil in there?
No,
Then do it, here.
just a little bit you put. What do you think you put?
And then here's the other set of noodles.
Okay.
So, now we have the first set of noodles in, and as my grandmother just said, you don't have, the person whose cookbook that we're using It's Lydia's cookbook.
She doesn't recommend.
She doesn't recommend putting oil in the water, like, at all when you make pasta. However, when you are making lasagna, that's the only time that it's recommended, only because the lasagna noodles stick together, and the oil will prevent that from happening. And as you guys can see, there are no more lasagna noodles in either box, so these are no more, and I'm gonna put them to the side, and then if I open the cookbook to the page that we need, as you guys can see, the book is kind of falling apart. Sorry that my hand was just in the camera because I got a notification.
Scotch tape or something.
That's alright, don't worry about it. It's an old book. You've had this for years.
And it's been put to a lot of use.
That's why the pages fell out. So, what we are going to need are 2 pounds of lasagna noodles, which we just did. We are going to need 2 large eggs. So I'll get those out now. Right? We need eggs, right?
For what?
The book says eggs.
For their gorta?
I guess. I don't know what for. It just says eggs. Look.
Let me see.
2 pounds of lasagna noodles, 2 large eggs, 2.5 cups freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
I didn't buy the mozzarella.
We don't need it. But I don't know what we need eggs for. Or I know that we need that. I guess maybe.
Let me see something.
Do we need it to add?
Well, I would put 1 egg at least.
Well, because here, look. Here's all the steps.
While the pasta is cooking.
Sorry, guys. We're just looking at the cookbook. See, it always comes in handy, like, if you're new to the kitchen and you're making something that you forget how to make, or you haven't made it in a while, it's always handy to, like, have a cookbook or just a quick help recipe, like, to just guide you through it. Obviously, my grandma forgets how to make lasagna sometimes, or forgets how to make a lot of like pasta and stuff. But I'm here this week, so I'm helping her with the lasagna. She made it last year. She doesn't fully remember how she did it last year, so I'm helping her this year. And this time we're following Lydia's cookbook, but we're doing it with our own flair. Like you guys saw when we did the meat. We had hamburger patties left over from last night's dinner as today's as the chop meat, because I showed you guys that we had ground beef in the freezer that I put in there yesterday that didn't really, but it didn't defrost, and we weren't going to like have that going. So now we just have to wait for the noodles to be done, and then we can move on to the next step. But I just do want to point out that if you are going to use a cookbook, I recommend
You follow the directions.
that you follow the directions, but I also recommend Lydia's Italian American Kitchen
Yeah, it's pretty good.
cookbook. It's a great cookbook. My grandmother's used it for years, and it's a very helpful tip. And if you need to know what page lasagna is on, it's on page 156. So, and it gives you, like, on the margin here, tells you all the ingredients you're gonna need, like 2 pounds fresh or packaged whole milk ricotta cheese, Italian American meat sauce, which we did earlier in the video, so that's already done. You're gonna need salt. Why'd you take the stuff out already?
I gotta mix all that.
Oh yeah.
I need my bowl.
Why is this out though?
You gotta put cheese with that.
Yeah. What's this? Pecorino or is it?
That's not enough, so I got more here.
You got this too.
Yeah, okay. I need this.
Use that one. Don't use these.
Why? I gotta use them.
Alright, fine.
I need this stainless steel.
The what? The drainer?
The bowl.
This?
No, the bowl. I gotta mix.
Oh, this. Okay, and you need a bowl, so we got that. And for the next set of ingredients, I'm gonna go over. You need. So yeah, we're following Lydia's cookbook. I said that already, but you need grated cheese.
Put that book here, please.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Move the cheeses then, because I gotta show them off anyway. Here's the book. It's in the coffee pot's in the way. I got it.
Lift it when you move that. Lift it a little bit.
No, I got it.
Because you can't.
It's fine, I got it. There. Okay, so in the ingredients to mix, you need grated cheese. The book says Parmigiano Reggiano, but we're using
Right, put the ricotta cheese in
grated Pecorino Romano. Wait a second. Then we have another Tupperware of cheese. We have a whole thing of Pecorino Romano right there. And then fresh ricotta cheese. Now you could buy original, you could buy whatever type of ricotta cheese, but now it is time for me to add everything into the bowl, which is right here. So I'm gonna add, how much does it say? 2 pounds, so that's the whole thing. So now Lydia's cookbook says add 2 pounds of ricotta cheese. So you're basically gonna just add this whole thing.
Yeah, so you need a spoon.
I don't know, I could just dump it. I can't open it, you do it. And then I'll dump it in. So we have a 2 pound container of Pecorino Romano. No, of ricotta cheese. I'm sorry. And we're going to be adding that into the bowl.
Give me a knife.
For the start of our mixing prep. So, alright. Don't kill the cheese. Alright, give me. So now, oops. How do we lift it? Here. Okay, no, I got it. Stop. Alright, so here's the wrapper. I'm throwing that out. And now my grandmother will go back to her station. Here, so go towards the oven.
2 pounds.
I know. Go stand by the oven though. So while she's telling me what to put,
you need to get a spoon.
no, I don't. Watch.
But you gotta clean it.
I'm gonna at the end. So obviously you can do the ricotta however, but right now I got most of it out. I recommend that if you're gonna do it, you use a spoon. So why don't I come over to the camera so you guys can actually see. As you guys can see, there's like almost, it's all gone. And there's like all that in the bowl right there. Cause I don't wanna like stand, I got it. Fine, give me that. So I got a spoon right here. And now I'm just gonna scoop it out to make it easier on us. I figure I'd do it in front of the camera just so you guys can see, but it doesn't matter where I do it. But Graham.
Please, Chris, let's go.
I know, but you gotta turn the Ronies.
Gotta make sure they cook.
All right, and as you guys can see, the ricotta cheese is now empty, which means that it's all in our bowl here. So I'm gonna pause here because we have a lot more to do. So I'm gonna I'll just keep it going. So what's next to add into the? Did we put salt in there?
What?
Aren't you supposed to put salt?
Yeah, just give me a dish for now, please.
How big?
A small dish. I just want to put a spoon in there.
Here, this good? Well, I grabbed the smallest dish ever. Here, come. This? Yeah. So now my grandma's tasting the lasagna, but I'm gonna pause here and I'll pick it back up in a minute. All right, guys, so now my grandma's just putting in some of the ingredients into the bowl, like garlic powder, which it doesn't say to, does it?
No, but you season things. I know.
So obviously, we're putting in, like I said, doing it our own flair. So we put in garlic powder. I'll do it.
No, I'll measure.
Fine. You put the. This is what we have measuring cups for.
I don't know. I play it by ear.
So now she's adding the black pepper grounds. Oh, the black pepper grounds and other stuff.
Not too much.
Not too much, but enough that
But you taste it.
that you taste it. And then we're gonna add, I think, all the cheese that we have, or we're gonna add enough of it. We're not using mozzarella only because we don't have it. But she tasted the lasagna, and unfortunately, the lasagna noodles are not ready yet. But that doesn't stop us in the Provenzano house, only because we have more prep work to do. You want a measuring cup for that?
That's cheese and this is
Yeah,
cheese.
they're all cheese.
So I
And
want to use this.
it tells you how much you need in the book. Move the lid. Look. 2.5 cups.
2 cups would be enough. That's more than enough.
Alright guys, so now we're going to take the cheese, the 3 Pecorino Romano cheeses, put them in here to add it up to 2 cups.
Wait a second. Let's put 2.
That's not enough. Are you sure
Okay.
that's even cheese? Doesn't look like it.
Now you're scaring me.
Yeah, that's cheese. Here, then we need...
Wait a second. One thing at a time. Put that there. It says how many things of cheese?
2.5 cups.
I'm not putting too many because
So do 2 cups then.
yeah.
But we have to break this because there's big balls.
Yeah, okay.
There's big chunks, so I'll use my finger. No, don't use that one if this one's open.
All right, well, give it to me.
I'm breaking it. So, if your Pecorino Romano, like grated Parmesan cheese, has like big chunks, just use your hands, break them up, do whatever. That's what we're doing because we're not following the cookbook, which
Because
says
this was in the refrigerator, it got lumpy.
the cookbook says 2.5 cups, but we are only doing 2 cups because of how much that we're making. That's not even enough.
Let's try this.
Add a little more to it. So we don't even have enough yet. We're still doing it, but we're almost. Here, no, there's a pull flap right there. So we're almost done, and while she's measuring and pouring it in, then I'm going to mix it, and everything's gonna be prepared. And we're getting all the cheese ready to go. Oh shit, we need an egg. We forgot the egg.
Let's use one egg.
Luckily enough, we got 1 egg right here. I got the egg. Is that, you gotta do 2 cups.
I thought we're only gonna use, no, wasn't 2 cups.
Yeah, it says 2.5 cups, Grandma.
Okay, this is 1 cup.
So now you gotta take more of this and pour it in.
Okay, I'm gonna use just a half here.
Why? Why a half? If it says 2 cups. You do it. Guys, as you can see, I'm helping her.
How much did it say, 2 cups?
Yeah, 2.5, but we're doing 2 cups, I think.
Hold it steady. Now hold it steady.
I got it. It's not
A little
enough.
bit more. That should do.
Now it should. Yeah, there you go. Alright guys, so now we got 2 cups in there. And now 1 egg that I'm gonna crack. Wait, I don't want to get the shell in there. Did I get any shells? Check it.
We'll get your hand out of there.
I'll mix it. So now that all that's done, I'm gonna mix it because you want to get it to be like a cheesy. What do we want this to be, Graham? Like a cheesy sauce type thing. So we want this to be like very cheesy and marinated, if you will. I don't really know what to call it because you guys know that I only do Power Ranger videos. This is my first time doing like a cooking type video. So I'm not really sure what you call this, but
I think it's right.
as you can tell, you may not be able to see, all the cheeses and stuff, they're like thick to do. So I'm just gonna move the camera so that you guys see me in front of it, and I'm going to put in a lot of elbow grease because it's taking forever to mix, but that's okay because you want it to be rich, thick, smooth, and creamy. Because again, this is what's gonna layer the lasagna together, and you don't want anything raw, so you gotta really knead the spoon or whatever you're using to mix it. And you want to make sure that you get the sides properly done. I'll have my grandma look at this in a second to see if it's good. If not, I will keep mixing. If it's good, then we will move on to the next step.
Lasagna is very hard to make.
The lasagna is very hard to make, as you just heard my grandma say, which that is true. Luckily for my grandma, if I wasn't here this week, she'd be struggling and doing this all by herself. But now that I'm here to help,
Watch out, watch your back.
and she just told me to watch out because she is moving the lasagna noodles into her strainer, which is in the kitchen sink. And I'm over here in front of the camera because, you know, this is my channel, no one else's. You can't replace me, and you won't ever get rid of me. LOL. But, I'm just over here mixing. And I think we're almost there. I'll just have her come over and inspect it. Grandma, when you get a chance, can you come over here, please? No, I just want you to check it. And
You put the egg in it?
yeah, you saw me do it. I just want to make sure if it's good before I finish. Is it good, or do you think I could still mix it
just
somehow?
mix it good.
Alright guys, so now it's good, but I'm still mixing only because if I stop now, it may not be as thick, rich, and creamy like we want it when we put it in the in-between. We put them in between the noodles, right?
What?
The cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
layer it.
so you layer, so it'll go one noodle, the cheese, then another noodle, and so on. And then the sauce comes later in the process. But like I said, this cooking part is the meat, which you saw earlier today, and now it's the lasagna portion. And then tomorrow, stay tuned, because we're doing a cookie baking video up here. Or maybe we won't, I don't know, because literally we're not like fully baking cookies from scratch, we're just taking them out of a package, so I'm not sure, but we probably could, and I'll just like explain what to do for those, but literally... Alright guys, so you want to keep an eye on your ingredients, but if you mix it thoroughly enough, you should end up with something that looks like this. Like cheesy, creamy, delicious goodness. Here, is this good?
You gotta bring it here. I can't.
One sec, guys. Is this good?
Yeah.
Alright. So, now that the ricotta is done, I will help my grandma on the other counter, so I'm gonna move the camera, and we're going to... Do you want to do it in the tray? Because we have to do it in the tray, I think.
I can't do a million things.
No, I know, I'm just asking. But, I'm gonna... I said, do you want me to move the Pyrex tray over here?
Over here.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the camera to face over there. But, now that we're done mixing the cheese, it's time to finish it up and put the layers of noodles together and then refrigerate it until Saturday. So, I'll see you guys when it's time to do that. Alright guys, so now, as you guys can see, I'm blocking my grandmother, because now I'm still in the frame, but I'm just going to stand over here, and I'm going to explain to you guys what she's doing. So, since we made 2 pounds of lasagna, she was afraid that it wasn't going to fit in this Pyrex tray, so I had to go in the oven and get another size tray, which I did. I got something a little bit bigger, but unfortunately I can't show you because she's already starting the process. But what she's doing is putting the sauce on the bottom, like on...
So it doesn't stick. Yeah.
On the bottom of the... That's what Pam is for. So she puts sauce on the bottom so that the noodles don't stick. And then what she's going to do is what? You put the cheese on top of the noodles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's just getting it prepared and doing all that. But she doesn't really need me for anything else, but I guess I could help her somehow. What do you need me to do?
Watch.
Alright, so I guess I'm just going to stand in front of the camera and talk while she does that. So, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this cooking, I guess, like, portion of the video. Because it turned out to be a vlog. Or, I wanted to do a vlog, but then it kind of turned into a cooking video. So, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this cooking video. I'm not ending the video here, or I might, because if this is the end, than what I had originally planned for today. But I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this cooking video. Since there's not really much for me to do, I'm just going to probably end here. Unless you guys want me to continue talking while my grandma is layering the noodles like she just did. So what she did was she put the sauce, then the noodles, then the cheese. Now she's adding more sauce. And then it's going to be another set of noodles. And that's how you make lasagna. You layer it, basically. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today, since we are done in the kitchen. Or basically I'm done. Now all she has to do is do that and then refrigerate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back soon with a lot more great content. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to comment down below what you guys want to see next. Be sure to turn on those post notifications so you never miss a new video. I'm your pal Power Ranger Fan 3501 signing out. Subscribe to my Twitch, link in the description, as well as Slayer's Twitch, her link in the description as well. I'm signing off. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking video. And if you guys want to see more content like this, post down below if you guys want to. If not, I'm open to ideas, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this long cooking video. That's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.